Y'all, I promise you that it's not random. It may seem random, look random, feel random, like me coming out of the blue, showing up, rapping, and being creative on the internet, but I promise you it's not random. We're just gonna get into it. When I was younger, I wanted to be a rapper. Like, I always wanted to be a rapper. My mom used to play all kinds of music, and I would just soak that shit up like a sponge. Like, oh my God, I love the way they put that together. This beat, what they're doing, like that consistent thing I hear in the back. Like, I didn't have the language, of course, but I just always connected to the music, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to make somebody feel that. And on top of like just being a creative person in general, and then being a writer, I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, this is the shit that I'm going to do. I'm going to be a rapper. But as the years went on, and I didn't tell my mom this, I'll get into that why I didn't tell her later. But at the time, it wasn't a like a declaration. It wasn't a like, I'm gonna be a rapper, guys, and I'm like me declaring it to my family. It was just something that I did with my brother. Like, me and my brother, we would freestyle back and forth, and we would have like these battles. And my little heart broke because I asked him if he were. It was a long time ago, but I asked him if he remembered, and he said no. But he was like, I wouldn't put it past us, but he just didn't remember the exact ones. And we used to just have these freestyle battles with each other, and we would be honest with each other. Like, it would be no beat. We didn't have no computers or phones at the time. Like, we would just go back and forth. And if he won, like, I would be honest and be like, okay, you got that round. If I won, he would be like, okay, you got that one. And I was just in the back of my mind, I'm like, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to make music. But as the years went on, it was like I slowly gave up on the dream. And then I would say around like 13, 14, I was like, yeah, no, like, we can't do this. And the reasons why I gave up was, number one, I come from a religious household, like a religious background. My grandparents are really in the church. At one point, we'll talk about that in another video. I was heavily in the church when I turned 16. And the thought, Juno, you want to come up? The thought of being a rapper or explaining that to my religious family was super scary. And I did not think that they would let me do it. So I'm like, even if I wanted to do this, I couldn't do it. And then two, there's no rappers in my family or nobody in the industry in my family. So I'm like, even if I were to declare that I wanted to be a rapper, who the fuck, like, who am I going to talk to? How am I going to record? What am I going to, like, I don't know anything about anything. And when you're a kid, you just like kind of give up a little bit. Like, okay, I haven't seen it, so I can't do it. And then number three, I was really self conscious about the way that I looked. So I've always been kind of like a bigger girl, Juno. And so I'm like, nobody would listen to me. Like, I'm fat. Nobody would listen to what I have to say. I don't look like the skinny, pretty girls that I see on TV and are singing. And then there wasn't a whole lot of examples when I was younger of like female rappers like it is now. Like females are running the industry. Let's keep it a buck right now. Like, girls are running the industry right now. But when I was growing up, it was like Trina, Nicki Minaj. It wasn't that many like rap girlies that were popping, and the ones that were, Nicki Minaj has this slim waist, fat ass, like super pretty face. Trina's like, she's thick and beautiful and like slim. I just saw myself as fat. I'm like, bitch, you're fat. Nobody's about to listen to you. They're not gonna watch you. Give it up. It's me. It's them, not you. Like, I literally would tell myself that. And so I just gave up completely on the dream. And then when I turned 16, I got saved. I got into the church heavy. And I was like, yeah, this dream is done. Any thoughts or opinions I had about being a rapper, they're not, like, it's not happening for you. Give it up. And I literally did. I joined the church. I devoted my life to God. I became super religious, super holy. I wasn't even listening to secular music from 16 to like 20 years old. I I just gave up on it. But one thing I never did stop doing was writing. So when I decided that, like, when I was younger and I decided that I wasn't going to be vocal about my dream, I was like, okay, I'm still going to write the music. I may not show anybody or tell anybody, but I'm still going to write the music. And then, so I would have like journals and notebooks and stuff just full of lyrics and poems and stuff like this. I was also into creative writing. And so I would write stories and stuff. And I was like, yeah, maybe one day something will still, but maybe not. And then when I gave up on the dream, I continued to write, but my writing, like when I turned 16, the writing changed. Like it was like Christian and Black Power type of stuff. And I don't know, I felt like becoming a writer, like an author, writing books, writing poetry and stuff like that, that became more safe for me. That was a safer dream and a safer vision. That's not to say that that's still not my goal or what I want to do, because I have developed a love for writing stories. Like that was my shit. I literally went to school and graduated, got my degree in creative writing. I was like, okay, I can't rap and storytell. I'm giving up on that. That's what I was telling myself. But I can continue to tell stories through writing. And so that's what I did. Like I wrote my little heart away. I have like journals and shit full of just all the stories that I've never shared with anybody, until one day, literally last year in October 2024, I was like, I really sat down with myself and I was like, bitch, one day you're going to die. I don't know if it's today. I don't know if it's tomorrow. I don't know if it's 20 years from now, but one day you are going to die. You're going to take your last breath. Done. And you will die knowing that you did not chase your original dream. Yes, writing. Yes, storytelling. Yes, author, cute, nice movies, TV shows, scripts, movies, all the things. Thumbs up. But your original dream was to rap, storytelling through music. That was the original dream. And if I died, I would have died unhappy and unfulfilled, knowing that I didn't chase my dream. And so that's really what it was. I was like, okay, I don't want to die knowing that. That would be a terrible life. That would be a miserable life wasted. And the worst that could happen is people not like your music. The worst that can happen is you fail. And at this point, I've already been to college. I've already had my childhood. I've already known what it feels like to work and make money and sustain myself and have a comfortable livelihood. So it's like, if this risk fails, then bitch, what? What? Like, what's going to happen? I'm not picturing that as an option, but I really have nothing to lose. And what is life without risk? Come on now. Everybody that is successful in their fields, whether it be rapping, singing, ball playing, anything, they all took a risk. And I want to be a person who take risks. Well, not I want to be. I am a person who take risks. I am a person who has a dream and don't give up on that shit. And I'm so glad that I came back to myself and I came back to that dream and I looked myself in the mirror and said, it's not too late. It's never too late. Like, just tell the story, write, rap, put it all out there. Just expose yourself. Exposure therapy is like my word of 2025, because the more you're seen, the more comfortable you are. And that's just what I've been telling myself. So I just got tired of giving up on my dream, got tired of counting myself out before I even got a foot in the door. And yeah, I'm a great writer. I'm a great rapper. I feel like I have a story to tell. I have so many thoughts, so many feelings, so many ideas and shit that I've written and am still gonna write. And I just want to put that out there finally. And that's just what I want to say about that. So I love you guys. I love me. Cheyenne a monster checking out. Love you.